on getting the best, the best, the best, the best of you.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Diablo 4 once again. In the world of gaming, we like to argue. Or I guess a better way to put it is we like to debate. What is the most powerful? Or I guess on the flip side of that coin, what is the weakest? And when you look at what we are arguing about, you're normally looking at tier lists. And that is what we're going to check out today for Diablo 4. Now, I have seen 3 different websites that all had the exact same characters in order. And I know 2 larger content creators that also had this exact same tier list. So I don't know if you agree or disagree, but we're going to go through one of my favorite websites, MMORPG.com, Diablo 4 beta class rankings, what you should choose on launch. Now remember, this is the Diablo 4 beta ranking. All right. This ranking could be completely different at level 100. So we're just ranking it off of the first 25 levels. Something that sucks at level 25 might be amazing at level 100. Okay. With that being understood, let's see what MMORPG.com has to say. Coming in last place would be the Druid. Aww, but we like werebears. So let's take a look at why the Druid came in last. While the Druid's potential for powerful builds is hindered by the energy management aspect, creative players can still create synergistic builds with a focus on either melee or ranged combat. There is even a build that works around you summoning animals, but unfortunately they do not take aggro the same way as the Necromancer minions do. Just remember that the melee builds will do a lot more damage, but your survivability may suffer if you're new to the Diablo series. Last place comes the Druid. And I gotta say, I was actually fairly surprised by that. I thought the Druid was going to be awesome. And I know a lot of people that are maining Druid and they love the Druid. Unfortunately, right now, per the beta, last. Moving on to number 4, the Barbarian. I feel like the Barbarian's really been hit hard. I've been hearing a lot of, actually, I've been seeing a lot of memes and people just talking about, hey, if you really want to play hardcore, pick the Barbarian. It's not super fun. All right, so why is the Barbarian coming in at number 4? The main drawback, and obviously I'm skipping all this, I'm just kind of giving you the conclusion per class because you don't want to see me read all this crap. The main drawback for the Barbarian is the need to build Fury, which powers their abilities. With the right combination of perks and abilities, however, players can overcome this limitation and wreak havoc on their enemies. The Barbarian has several builds that will work pretty well, but all of them require some level of skill and awareness to be successful, which is why the Barbarian comes in 4th on our list. So really what it's about is resource management on a Barbarian, which normally is not the case. Our big dual wielder, 2-hander. He could still spin to win though. Moving on to number 3. Number 3, the Rogue. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Rogue. Though the Rogue lacks a robust selection of strong defensive abilities that can heal and mitigate damage like the Barbarian or Sorcerer, their high damage output, crowd control options, and quick kills often compensate for their weakness. Their damage potential and versatility is why the Rogue is 3rd on our rankings. And I have heard over and over again that at least the fun factor, the speed, the darting around, the Rogue is a blast to play. And it does insane damage. But like anything else, when you pick that glass cannon, every once in a while, you are going to get one-shotted. Number 3, the Rogue. Moving on down to number 2 on our list, and that is the Trusted Sorcerer. Tried and true for Diablo. An amazing class. Teleport. Where's that frozen orb build I want to play? Why is Sorcerer coming in at number 2? The Sorcerer's quick energy replenishment means they can continuously cast powerful spells, making them one of the best classes for sustained damage output and survivability. Okay, so not only is this isn't a glass cannon, because it has tons of damage output, but you can also survive. Unfortunately, the Sorcerer is ranked number 2 because despite Fire Hydra's best efforts, you still be forced to summon him and pay attention to your surroundings. And for the first play test, this was considered numero uno, the best, by the majority speaking, Fire Hydra. Source number 2. And coming in at number 1, my favorite, I don't know what that move was just there, the Necromancer. Dun, dun, dun. Why is the Necromancer number 1? The Necromancer summons not only grow in number and strength as you level up, but also make early game encounters a breeze. Blizzard may have their hands full with figuring out how to balance this class by launch, but it's no wonder why this class is the favorite among beta players, and it was my favorite. So that is the list as far as tiers, and I don't want to say it's unanimous because that wouldn't be fair. All right, everybody has their own opinions, but at least as far as gaming websites and larger content creators, and I agree that this is the current list that I think is fairly strong as far as tiers. Necro number 1, Source number 2, Rogue number 3, Barbarian number 4, and Druid number 5. Fairly quick video. I want to know your opinion. Is it, Aaron, this is dumb? Who cares? It's only level 25. We don't know what it's going to be at level 80. Do you agree with this list? Do you disagree? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't seen my breakdown video on my overall thoughts on D4, I will link this at the end of the video. That is also fairly short, and I just give you my overall thoughts on Blizzard and the way they made the game. You'll see. That's all I've got. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.